Hello, my name's Mike Gasson, and it's my privilege as the Principal and CEO here at HSDC to bid you a very warm welcome to our virtual open evening. HSDC is one college made up of 3 campuses with a rich academic tradition coupled with a reputation for high-level vocational and professional qualifications that collectively allows students to have some of the widest choices of courses available at a range of levels. Meeting each student's needs is key to us. Indeed, we would argue that we exist to help them realise their ambitions, raising aspirations, enabling achievement, and of course, fulfilling dreams. Every individual matters to us. Having had 3 children myself go through the various choices in their educational journey, I'm well aware of the challenges and debates in trying to identify the right place and right course to satisfy individual requirements and indeed fulfill ambitions. I believe that it's the holistic package here at HSDC that we offer, not only in academic and professional outcomes, but also in ensuring the health and well-being, the advice and guidance, support and yes, challenge, work experience and indeed enrichment that supports your child to succeed in making their next steps after college. For example, our enrichment program provides opportunities to try new things, grow existing skills and interests and meet new people. All great preparation for life after college. As I said earlier, we have 3 campuses, Alton, South Downs and Havant. And we have invested in each of our estate at every campus. We're very proud that our campus offers students a university feel on a smaller scale. This is so important as the stepping stones from school to whatever their future brings, be it university, an apprenticeship or employment. Some of our investment is very visible. You can clearly see new and innovative teaching spaces, bright and vibrant social areas, including the Starbucks franchise that students ask for. Some investment is less obvious. Investment in our IT infrastructure, for example, really essential for ensuring that our students have the technology to support their learning. We've always felt that digital learning has many advantages, including its ability to create a fluid teaching environment where the resources, I suppose, most needed and valuable are accessible at all times, even outside of college hours. Online platforms empower teachers as well as students to share their ideas and questions and gives them the ability to learn from each other. We've clearly adopted and promoted Google Classroom. It's been our central digital platform across the majority of subjects for many years. Students can learn at their own pace and ask questions via the comments section, including questions that they may feel individually uncomfortable asking in class in front of their peers. Students can also submit their work online through a Google Classroom and receive feedback in the same way. This very much has increased, therefore, the sustainability with paperless technology, something that is very keen to all students and staff. For parents and carers watching, the importance of the relationship between you, your son or daughter, and us as the college of your choice is paramount. Even though we accept that our students are over 16, we believe that as parents you still want to know how they're doing, the challenges that they are facing, are they attending, are they on track to actually achieve. Communication is key, ensuring all parties feel informed and supported, and we do that using a parent portal. This year, because of the pandemic, we introduced virtual parents' evenings, for example, saving very much your time and getting you to meet the teachers and managers you need to in an effective way. There's no doubt that these last 12 months have been a challenging time for all of us, and indeed it continues to be so. However, I'm very proud of how our college community has worked together to ensure that teaching and learning and student support has continued on all levels. This has been throughout the pandemic. We all hope that from September, teaching and learning will be back physically on campus. We certainly believe it will be. However, we are equipped to deal with a range of scenarios by utilising Google Classroom, other innovations, and indeed agile staff. Remember this, students, as well. This pandemic does not define you. You're not a lost generation. You have so much to give and discover, and our job here at HSDC is to allow you to flourish. I certainly hope that we can invite you to visit our campuses physically in the near future. However, for now, I hope you enjoy this virtual event. Thank you for listening, and I hope the evening works for you. Thank you again.
Hi, my name is Lucy Coleman and I study dance, textiles and English language. I love studying at HSDC Alton because of the atmosphere. You get the perfect amount of independence but also so much support from the teachers at the same time. There are also so many extracurricular activities. I'm part of the student magazine, but there is also so many other activities like different sports that you can join, and that I think that there is something for everyone. I'm also part of the Aspire program, which is really helpful if you're thinking of going to university or another competitive course. They give you the resources and everything that you need to look into what you want to do in your future. Making friends at college was super easy. I didn't know anyone before I came to HSDC Alton, and because of the smaller size classes plus the tutor groups, I found it really easy to find people with similar interests as me. Overall, if you're thinking of applying, I would highly recommend. It has such a variety of courses that other colleges and sixth forms don't offer, like dance, which is why I had an interest in applying here.
Hi, my name is Lauren and I'm a first year student at HSDC Alton. I study English literature, history, psychology and English language, so that's 4 A-levels, which at first did seem pretty daunting, but it's actually been really manageable and a very enjoyable experience from start up until now. English being my favourite subject, I was actually recently granted a scholarship in English literature. It's just one of the many opportunities that has been offered to me as a first year student at Alton already. I'm really glad to have chosen to study at Alton. The environment is so welcoming and supportive, and teaching staff have the perfect balance of workload but also promoting good mental health, and that's something that I think is really important to have at a college. The facilities are also amazing. There's so much social space for you to meet and make new friends. Speaking of which, that was my primary concern before attending Alton. I didn't have a lot of friends from my secondary school who would be going there with me, and so I was quite concerned that I wouldn't fit in and wouldn't make friends. But the way that tutor sessions and lessons themselves are laid out, it's actually really easy to make friends, and that has not been a problem at all. One of the other unique features of Alton that I personally love is the timetable. So we have a later start than most colleges. We start at 10 a.m. Carry on the day until roughly 4, depending on what courses you take, and you normally have 2 of each of your lessons per week. Depending on diplomas and other things, this can vary and change. So alongside the aforementioned scholarship, which you can apply for in your first year for a multitude of subjects, there have been loads of other opportunities presented to me as a first year student, one of which being an EPQ, Extended Project Qualification, that I myself will be undertaking over the next year. Basically, it's 120 extra hours of work, roughly, for bonus UCAS points, and you work on this project over your first and second years and then have it graded. And that's a really wonderful thing to be able to take part in, and the staff are very, very encouraging and supportive of it, but also are very good to bear in mind your mental health and do promote that you prioritise that and see a good balance between doing extra work and extracurricular activities, but also keeping your mental health good. Other things include the Aspire programme for students hoping to apply to more competitive uni courses, and so we have that every 2 weeks, and the sessions are really good. And even if you're not looking to apply to such competitive courses at university, the support that you get from day one in encouraging you to apply and talking through your courses is phenomenal. I intend to go on to study English literature and creative writing at a degree level, and my tutor has provided me so many resources, has been so helpful, in particular with that process. And I think that that's something that is really unique and really special about the college. It's such an enjoyable experience there, especially for what can seem like such a small campus, but I think that that really just adds to its charm and its appeal. I'm very grateful to have chosen to study at Alton, and the support I've received has truly been immeasurable, and personally for me, my experience has been amazing.
Hello, welcome to this introduction to HSDC Alton. I'm Nicola Kingsley, Assistant Principal Curriculum, and I'm pleased to give you a flavour of the experience that students enjoy here. We're really lucky in that we have such a lovely campus. It's really a big campus with lots of space. Here you can see the quad, or the green, in the middle of the college. You can see on the one side the LRC building with classrooms downstairs, but upstairs all the way across there there's seating and computers for you to sit and study at outside of lessons. And then you can also see in the background the engineering building. There are open spaces all around the campus. The sports fields are obviously used for PE and sports students, but they're also there for students to kick around a ball or what have you during lunch or outside of, in break times. Lots and lots of seating areas all the way around the campus. Here's one in a kind of garden setting. And then loads of space inside as well. Here in the ref, for example, lots of different food outlets, including Starbucks. I think that HSDC Alton's a really nice size. We have about 1,300, 1,400 students, which is small enough to be friendly and enable everyone to get to know each other, large enough to give you a really wide range of courses and specialist facilities. What makes HSDC Alton unique is the way that we have two centres of excellence. One being a centre of A-level excellence with well over 30 different courses to choose from, and then the other being a centre of technical excellence. That technical excellence ranging from engineering to media to art to music, even health and social, well not even, but health and social care. We offer the T level, the technical level qualification with all of the specialist equipment that requires. You can see here inside the engineering building, Sonodyne building. This is one of two workshops, really big open workshops. The students that you can see here are on the extended diploma, a course which is the equivalent of 3 A-levels. And if you get triple distinction star, that's the equivalent of triple A star. There are two, like I said, there's two workrooms equally well equipped, and the design tech A level is also taught in these workrooms. Upstairs in that building, we have rooms which are set up for theoretical engineering lessons, but also like this with the kind of lab space around the outside. So these two students looking at electronic engineering. And then we have a whole building dedicated to art and music. We offer a range of A levels in art. So art textiles, photography, graphics, and also the extended diploma, 3 A levels worth, and also foundation art for those students who are wanting to go on to art school. Again, lots of really fantastic spaces, art studios with lots and lots of specialist equipment, including actually in a separate building because it spills over. We've got so many art rooms. We have, you can see here, a photography studio, and there's 3 photography studios, as well as this fully equipped darkroom where you can develop your film. Equally in science, besides having really expert teachers in science especially, we've also got a whole science block kitted out with university standard labs. As you can see here, there are dedicated labs for biology A-level, chemistry A-level, and then others for physics A-level, and also for applied science vocational courses. Our results are really strong across the whole of the A-level and vocational provision, and especially within science. This, you can see here, is our performing arts building up at the front of college. And again, within this, we're lucky enough to have professional standard theatre with lighting rig, sound recording, and so on. As you can see on the ground here, there's it's a sprung floor, but we've also got another dedicated dance studio with a sprung floor for dance A-level and performing arts students. And then upstairs, rehearsal rooms, again, one of them with a sprung floor for dance students to rehearse their performances. These 2 students from the BTEC Performing Arts. Music students, what you can see here is a rock and pop band getting ready for a gig. These 3 students here take the music A-level, but they also choose to take on top jazz and a part of the jazz band. And again, within the music area, we have the Almond Room, which is really well equipped acoustically, and 2 different recording studios, both for the recording of recitals, if you're working within music A-level, but also for the music tech A-level students and the vocational music students to use. And then within media, both the media A-level and the vocational extended diploma courses, we students have a television studio to play with. They're obviously being involved here in a multi-cam project where the students take different roles, either as director, behind the camera, in front of the camera, or perhaps upstairs doing the mixing and recording. And really exciting, this September 21, we will have our new Digital and Games Design Centre. You can see the plans here because it's a bit of a building site at the moment. Really innovative, creative spaces. You can see, hopefully it's big enough to be able to see on the top, that there are breakout spaces for students to go and collaborate and work together in teams as part of their courses. The IT spec for this new building is future-proof, and we're really looking forward to delivering digital T-level in this building, as well as Games Design and Development Extended Diploma, starting in September 21. And if you're a keen gamer, then please do come and join us and spend some time in this new building as part of our esports team. And we're getting geared up, ready to start the esports extended diploma in September 2022. Here you can see the Austin building in the background. The transport links to HSDC Alton are really good, actually. If you're travelling by train from Aldershot or from Farnham, then the train station is just a very quick walk from the campus. And then the buses will bring you right into the front of campus at reception. And they come from all over. And then clearly some students can walk from around Alton. But the majority of our students who come in from a long way away are free to park here if you manage to pass your driving test. And we're relatively unusual in that we have a lot of spaces for students to park. So I'm really proud of our students and I'm proud of the way that we as teachers manage to bring out the best, I think, in students so that they go on to do great things. 98% of students who applied last year received an offer from their university choices. And HSDC Alton students progressed to universities ranging from Cambridge, Oxford, UCL, which is in London, Imperial, Leeds, Brighton is a particularly popular one for the arts at the moment, Bournemouth, Winchester and Portsmouth. The top 5 subjects chosen to study at undergraduate level by HSDC students are law, computer science, engineering, sociology and art and design. And really popular industry sectors for those students who progress on to employment or apprenticeships are business and engineering. HSD students are really successful. I'm just going to give you a couple of examples of students. For example, Tom Andrews, who studied at HSDC Alton BTEC Engineering Extended Diploma, but he also stayed with us actually and did the foundation degree in engineering. And he successfully gained an apprenticeship with Sonodyne, and he's now employed by them. And you can see him here. The photograph here is of Tom when he was still with us studying at World Skills, which is an international, as it says, skills competition. He represented the UK in electronics and achieved a Medallion of Excellence. And here we have Joe Truman, who studied biology, English language and literature and PE with us. He's currently a professional cyclist representing GB. And he says, I feel very lucky to be able to call myself a professional athlete, and the support Alton offered me during my time there helped me on my journey to achieving this. I started cycling when I was 14 locally, and Alton College set me on my way. And then here is another student, Hattie. She's the one standing second to right with the long hair in this photograph. She studied biology, chemistry, maths and English literature with us at HSDC Alton and went on to Cambridge University to study medicine. She graduated this summer, the summer just gone, and is now a medical doctor at King's College Hospital in London. Lastly, I'd like to introduce you to Gcse, who studied law, sociology and geography, A-levels with us, and she's currently studying law at UE in Bristol. Gcse said, my favourite part of my HSD experience was the friendships and bonds made throughout my time. The work is more intense and having friends to support you through it is essential, as they kept me motivated and helped me throughout college. College is such a daunting jump from secondary school. However, do not let the challenge hold you back. Many people have made it through the hard work, and I can guarantee you the results are worth it. She's now in her 3rd year, and it looks as if she's heading towards a first, so well done her.
Hi, I'm Ashley Groot. I'm one of the vocational assistant principals at HSDC, and I just wanted to give you some information today about the exciting T-levels that we'll be offering at the South Downs and Alton campuses from September 2021. So first of all, at the South Downs campus, you can see we've got a really broad offer. So we've got early years education, we've got the T-level in digital with the production, design and development specialism. We've got digital support services T-level with the occupational specialism of digital infrastructure. We've got construction T-level with the specialism design, surveying and planning. We're running the health T-level with 3 occupational specialisms, so adult nursing, mental health nursing and paediatric nursing. We've got a healthcare science T-level, focusing on assisting with healthcare science, and a science T-level with the occupational specialism of laboratory technician. At the Alton campus, we're running these 3 T-levels from September 2021. So early years education, the digital, the specialism of production, design and development, and the health with the specialism of adult nursing. All of these T-levels at both campuses will be taught in brand new facilities, state-of-the-art equipment. So this will mean that you'll get a fantastic experience on these qualifications, and we hope to see you in September 2021.
Hi, welcome to HSDC Apprenticeships. I'm Chloe and I work for the business development team here. An apprenticeship is first and foremost a full-time job with a full-time salary. The job will be embedded with training where you will work towards ascertaining a nationally recognised qualification that complements your work sector. Apprenticeship standards are assessed by analysing a learner's skills, knowledge and behaviour. Your employer will designate 20% of your working hours to off-the-job training, which you can use to evidence your new learning experiences. This will either be a day release in college or some allocated learning time within your working day. An apprenticeship means that you can learn whilst taking home a salary and harnessing those valuable transferable skills without shouldering any of the cost for your training. An apprenticeship is suitable for anyone aged 16 or over and there is no upper age limit. What level of qualification you undertake is dependent on previous experience and learning. It is likely that if you are a GCSE school leaver, you will be looking for an apprenticeship at level 2 or 3. We run apprenticeships up to level 5, so there is the ongoing progression opportunity. We offer apprenticeships in the following sectors: adult healthcare, hospitality and catering, accounting, business administration, creative content, engineering, childcare, team leading and science. If you'd like some more information on this, there is a video about apprenticeships on our HSDC YouTube channel.
Hi, my name's Darren Delamaster and I'm Head of Student Services, and it's a real pleasure to be able to talk to you now in this next section about all the support we provide our students across the HSDC campuses. So I'm going to talk through these three areas. As you can see in front of you, the pastoral support, the bespoke support available and the academic support. It is a three-way sort of relationship between those areas, but we also really value the three-way relationship between the teachers, the tutor and the students. Okay, so really important to add that. So I suppose in terms of coming to college, the anxiety levels perhaps are going to be high for some and lower for others, and we appreciate you're all very, very different. And I can assure you that, you know, the levels of anxiety for your teachers is also quite high, as they need to get to know you fairly quickly and understand how best to support you. And that work really starts now. We're obviously going through interviews at the moment, and then we'll go into enrolment, and then we start discussions with students and parents and also schools about support and what is the best support for each of you. So in some cases we have students who would really benefit from having some transition support from school, so that might be some visits into college in the summer term to meet all your teachers, your tutors, and the various departments. So bear that in mind. We also have, once you've enrolled and you join us, all the excitement starts and you'll have a full induction to college. So you'll be with your tutor and your tutor groups. You'll learn where all the different rooms are around each of the campuses, who the important people are you need to know, where they are, and all the services that are available. Your student union will also be fairly active all year round, but particularly at the early stages, and they certainly will be a huge support to you and your voice, certainly at the college. And we also have lots of central presentations for students, so there will be some kind of core presentations that might be around topics such as keeping yourself safe, so understanding your local threats in your locality where you live, but it will also be, you know, UCAS central presentations. For example, there'll be some Aspire HE Plus central presentations for those of you that are aspiring to go to maybe Russell Group universities or Oxford or Cambridge. And then we also have lots of external signposting for support, so we do quite a lot of work with Mind, okay, the mental health charity, another organisation called King's Arms, who are based in Petersfield, so they help young people with all sorts of emotional support. It can also be relationship support, but also mental health support. And then finally, Y Services are a support charity for our LGBTQ+ community. The next section, the next thing I'm going to talk about is the pastoral support. I'm going to talk about this more so in the next slide, but you can see these 5 bullet points here highlight the tutor, the fact that we do operate very small tutor groups. I'm going to talk to you about what Pro Portal is, and our progress review cycle, and the role of health and wellbeing in the pastoral support element as well. And last but very much not least is the academic support that's available. So we do have a full academic support team on each campus who will support students with additional learning support. We also have an emotional literacy support team as well. But within your curriculum areas, your teachers really are your specialists. You know, they are the go-to people. They will know, everything about your subjects that you will need any help and support with, and also your career ideas, and support you with that. And then your tutor also has a role to play, because normally your tutor is also one of the teachers of your academic subjects. Okay, so very much a three-way approach here. So this next slide highlights a really important person in the journey of a student while they're with us at HSDC, and that is your tutor. So all of you will be assigned a tutor when you join the college, and your tutor will be probably the first person you meet actually. So when induction takes place, it will be with your tutor along with your tutor group. Our tutorial system is structured in a way that tutor groups are very small. We think that's a really good, positive thing to promote. It gives more opportunities for one-to-one, and generally is a more supportive environment. Your tutor is normally also somebody who teaches you, so they will see you not only academically, but they will also see you from a sort of pastoral view as well. So that can also be very beneficial, because they can actually support you in terms of your academia as well as your own sort of pastoral needs. Tutorial is half an hour each week. We have a really good bespoke tutorial program that covers lots of different topics, and those topics are presented in the form of the Google Classroom. So we have Google Slides, and we cover lots of topics ranging from careers and employment options and opportunities, and upskilling you on that knowledge and experience, but also university applications, university finance, but also financial management just for life generally, giving you sound advice on keeping yourself safe, being careful about your digital footprint and how that can have a negative impact on your future career. And then also tackling some of the equality and diversity topics that are really important and need to be discussed in a tutorial. So we also then allow time for one-to-ones with your tutor, and the one-to-ones are really important because it really allows your tutor to get to know you, and for you to get to know your tutor. They are going to be a really supportive person for you to help get you through your time with us at college. They're typically the first point of contact always. We would advise that, and also the first point of contact for parents. We have a really good platform for you to look at how you're doing whilst you're at college, and we call that Pro Portal. And it contains all the information about your program of study, your timetables on there, your progress, so your attendance is on there, your working at grades, for example, are on there. And there's also an opportunity for you to do some target setting and reflection 3 times during the year with your tutor. So lots more information will follow should you join us about a Pro Portal and how that can be used effectively. And the tutor, finally, really, they can't underestimate the support that they provide to students. They are, not only very knowledgeable in terms of careers, but also the subject, content and material, but also knowing, how to advise you in terms of progression and your progress beyond college. So in this slide, I'm just going to talk to you about the bespoke wider support available to students at HSDC. The images you can see just give you a flavour for some of the rooms and buildings that are there in support of students. So the middle photo gives you an idea of what we call our student hub. That typically is the main entrance of all of our sites, and you'll be met there by lots of smiley and supportive people. They can help you with any queries, questions you've got regarding timetable, regarding finances, anything perhaps that you're not sure about around college, or you need to report something. So that's a really good point of reference. And then the other two photos just give you an idea of some of the rooms available for counselling, but also just to take a bit of time out sometimes, because sometimes we just need to do that, and time to reflect and gather your thoughts before you move on to your class. So we have a welfare team on each of our sites. They are very experienced people there to support students with many different perhaps issues and problems. They're also there to sort of congratulate students and give them a pat on the back. So what we want is happy and engaged students, but we know that's not always the case. So the welfare team will be there to be a bit of a shoulder to cry on, but to sort of give you a bit of positivity and get you back into class. That's so important. And we're also able to offer some counselling support to students. It's not a infinite service. We do have lots of demand for this, given the prevalence of mental health in young people at the moment. It's on the rise, and we will do our best to provide the counselling support, but it will be perhaps for a 6-week period, and then you will be supported out of that, and if needed, referred on externally. Safeguarding team, I'm not going to say too much about that. I mean, safeguarding teams are pretty normal in all colleges and schools, so they are there to support any serious safeguarding and wellbeing concerns, and we will signpost to the appropriate external agency where needed. So I've already spoken a bit about external referrals, but we do work with a lot of organisations, and that could be for emotional support, but it could be for sexual health and relationship support. It could be for support for transgender students. So lots of different opportunities there for us to refer students externally. And then finally, last but not least, is the learning support team, who do a fantastic job in helping students through the academic side of the college, and they work very closely with the welfare team as well. Okay, the final slide is probably one of the most important slides, I think, for a student in terms of their experience at college, and that is all of the wider opportunities available under what we call Be Extraordinary. Be Extraordinary has 5 strands: be academic, be employable, be active, be involved, and be adventurous. Now, whether you're one of those or you're 5 of those, it doesn't really matter, but what really does matter is that you really try and get involved in as many of those as you can to enhance yourself personally, but also to give you a more, I suppose, rounded experience of your time with us at HSDC. So I'm just going to run through some of these areas now. So we have a work experience week, which is part of the academic calendar for students who are taking academic subjects. So if you're doing A-levels in the summer term, we would expect all A-level students to seek out a week's work experience, which is so valuable, because not only will it cement your perhaps career dreams, aspirations, but it will also give you a really good insight into the workplace. If you ever get the opportunity to do any volunteering, please don't pass it up. It's really beneficial, and we can't underestimate the importance of that. So if you do get the offer, please speak to your tutor and they will guide you from there. Our Future You programme is a programme that focuses on employability and also self-development through online workshops, talks and experiences. You log your experiences. It only takes about 15 hours throughout the year. It's really good because it shows that you are keen to develop yourself and work towards your future you, and it really gives you something to talk about if you ever go for an interview. The SUN programme, or Southern Universities programme, is a programme that is really targeting particular students who perhaps wouldn't normally have the opportunities to access particular trips, visits, talks, presentations, and we have a SUN representative on each campus who will be working and encouraging students from particular groups to access those particular programs. That doesn't mean that others are precluded from accessing them. It's just we really target particular students from particular backgrounds on that program. We have our HE Plus and Aspire program, which is a bespoke program aimed at our high achieving students looking to go to Russell Group universities or Oxford or Cambridge. You get support for the application process, the interview process, and any entrance exams that come with particular courses. We also have a really good relationship with an organisation called Unlock. They provide a really good business enterprise program, particularly designed for anybody with any sort of entrepreneurial ideas and aspirations. The extended project qualification is a very well respected and also popular option. It carries UCAS points. It really gives students an opportunity to get really deep into their investigation of a particular subject, and you present a particular project at the end of it. The next ones really are quite active. We have all of our college teams that compete in the local Hampshire leagues, all the mainstream sports, so football, rugby, netball, for example, basketball. And if you're not into your competitive sports, then there's also recreational sports available. So, for example, that could be lunchtime badminton or basketball or table tennis. And then we also have fitness gyms at our South Downs and Alton campuses. We have a really popular combined cadet force that exists down at the South Downs and Havant campuses, but that doesn't exclude anyone from Alton. But the CCF is based down towards the Havant and South Downs area. We also operate the D&V Award, which we're obviously very proud to be able to offer. This year, our students walked the entire length of the South Downs Way, so that is from Winchester to Eastbourne. It's 100 miles, so a really massive challenge. And in sort of pre-COVID days, we went to the Peak District and also the Brecon Beacons, and hopefully we'll be heading that way again soon. We also encourage departments and students to engage in national competitions and awards. So we engage in the Biology Olympiad, for example, and also the Senior Maths Challenge. We offer some really exciting trips and visits. So, post-COVID, hopefully we'll be able to resume really nice trips to New York and Iceland, for example, and Europe as part of the student experience and as part of the courses that students study. We're always encouraging external speakers to come in and students to engage with external speakers, and that can be subject related or that can be completely just something relating to work, for example. So we've had people come in from the health and well-being industry talking about their care and what they provide, for example, in social care. We've had people come from the retail industry talking about their experiences as well. So that can all be built into this Be Extraordinary option. We have enrichment groups that operate each week. So, for example, if you're into Warhammer, that's an enrichment group, for example. We also have groups that are perhaps subject specific or have a particular theme. So we have our Christian Union, for example, but then you might also have a group that are your geology group, or it could be your environmental group, for example. And then finally, we mustn't underestimate the importance and the the need for a student union, so that can also be built into your enrichment experience. So I hope that's given you a really good overview of not only the support that's available and how that's provided, but also how you can be extraordinary whilst you're with us at HSDC and all of the opportunities that you can immerse yourself in. Thank you for listening to me, and look forward to welcoming you to the college in the very near future. And stay safe, and good luck for the rest of your time at school.
Hi, my name's Daisy. I'm a member of the marketing team at HSDC, and I'm just here to talk to you about the application process and what happens after you apply. So I'm aware that some of you listening may have already made your college application, and you may have even had your interview. However, there may be others listening that have not yet made their application. So I'm going to start from the very beginning and talk through each step. So first of all, what you need to do if you want to apply to study at HSDC is obviously look and do research into the course or subjects you want to apply for. As we've said earlier on in this presentation, we do recommend, if you're looking for subject information, you go to our HSDC YouTube channel to watch our subject information videos. Alternatively, go onto our website hsdc.ac.uk and look at the course information pages on the website. Once you've made your decision about what you want to apply for, again, you'll need to go onto our website, and what you'll see in the top right hand corner is the Apply Now button, and I've just done a print screen of that on the presentation here. Next, what you'll need to do is go through to make your application. So I've just done a video on the next slide showing you what it will look like. So you'll see here again that I'm on the home screen and I'm just clicking the Apply Now button. Once you click this button, what you'll need to do is find the course or subjects that you want to apply for. You can add more than one course to your basket. So filter it by the campus that you want to study at and the interest area. For the purpose of this video, I'm going to choose to apply for a hair and beauty based course on the South Downs campus. So my chosen course is Theatrical Special Effects, Hair and Media Makeup. So I'm going to click on this course, and then what I'm going to do is click the Apply Now button. What you will need to do is then confirm that's the course you want to apply for and continue your application. Check you've got the correct course on there, and then you will need to register an account. So to register an account with us, you will need all of your up-to-date contact information, a current email address, and then you will need to make a password that you remember. And then once you've set your account up, just go through and follow the stages. So it will ask you for lots of different information, things such as who is your next of kin, what are your GCSE predicted grades. It's really simple and straightforward. And once you get to the end, you will then be able to submit your application. Once you complete your application online, our student recruitment team will get in contact with you to arrange your interview date and time. They will contact you via email, and you should hear from us within 7 days of making your application to confirm your interview. Although it's called an interview, it really is just an informal chat with one of our student recruitment advisors. It's a great opportunity for you to find out more about the course that you've applied for and the campus you've chosen to study at, and for us to find out more about you to make sure the course you've chosen is the most suitable option for you. At the end of your interview, you will be offered a place, and once you've accepted this, your place will be secured to start at HSDC in September. We will keep in touch with you over the next few months to let you know about exciting things going on at the college, to give you important updates, and to make sure you feel ready to start your college journey in September. In the summer months, once you've completed your GCSEs, we will provide you with something called Getting Ahead work. This is work to help you feel prepared for when you start your new course in September. So we will set different activities, we will provide you with useful information and useful links. So we might give you links to good tutorials to watch on YouTube or recommended books to read. We started this last year and we got really positive feedback from Year 11 applicants that it really helped them to feel ready to start at college in September. In the summer, you will then receive your GCSE results. This may be a little bit different to other years, but we will still be here to congratulate you and to welcome you. After your GCSE results day, we will invite you in for an enrolment interview, and this is your chance to make your final decision on what course or subjects you're going to study in September and you will enrol and make sure everything's ready for your first week at HSDC. Before you know it, you'll be here and ready to start your HSDC journey, and we can't wait to welcome you.
Thank you for listening to a tour there of the Alton campus. I've shown you lots of the different buildings and facilities, but I think really it's the people that matter and that make it. Students are lovely. There's lots of enrichment activities for you to do outside of your lessons and to enhance your lessons. And there's also lots and lots of support to help you progress, whatever it is you want to do, whether you want to go on to employment or apprenticeships, or if you're aiming high with your universities, or you want to go to a conservatoire or to an art school, then all of the teachers and other support staff on the Alton campus are just ready there and waiting to help you. Right, we're now going into our live Q&A. Please submit any questions that you may have in the Q&A box, and I'm going to hand you over to Daisy. Thank you for listening. Bye.